I'm confident our next generation of hardware will be the best way to play all of your games this year and in the years ahead. The only next generation consoles backed by an ecosystem that gives you access to more games when and where you want to play them. The only next generation consoles with next gen performance, speed, and compatibility.
Who can say where the road goes, where the day flows, only time? And who can say if your love grows as your heart shows?
While the Series S was designed to run at 1440p, also at up to 120 frames a second. Now, if you happen to connect your Series S to a 4K TV, you'll be able to take advantage of our advanced hardware scaler and see improved resolution. We built Xbox Series S to deliver all the core features of next-gen gaming. So that's higher frame rates, faster load times, and richer, more dynamic worlds. And when we were building this, we also realized that a number of our customers cared more about frame rate than they did about resolution.
Who can say why your heart sighs as your love lies, only time? And who can say why your heart cries when your love lies, only time?
I need rings, Super Bowl size. I need a fine dime with some Super Bowl thighs. You say you the truth, that's a Super Bowl lie. I flex on a nigga like a super swole guy. You come into the squad and you super gon' die. I make it look easy and I super don't try. It's funny, everybody always looking up to me, but I've always been a super short guy. Bye.
What is going on, guys? This is JWAGS 412, and today we're here to talk about Evil West. Yes, Evil West. This game dropped November 22nd, and it's published by Focus Entertainment and developed by Flying Wild Hog. And the most recent game, Flying Wild Hog, was, I believe, Shadow Warriors 3. Now, do I really give a shit about Evil West? Not really. I played for about an hour and a half. It's a very mediocre kind of game, but there's underlying issues here. First of all, being Focus Entertainment seeming to have a really big problem optimizing their games for the next generation consoles, that being Xbox Series X and PS5. The only two modes for this game are 4K 30 and 1080p 60. That is fucking it. 1080p 60? Who the fuck? Is that why we bought a PlayStation 5? Is that why you bought an Xbox Series X to play games in fucking 2022 and 1080p 60? I don't fucking think so. Not me. And 4K 30 is just as trash. 4Ks are rated to me anyway, but 4K 30, not even a fucking 4K 60? I don't understand, because as you can see on your screen graphically, this game doesn't even look that good, and there's not that much shit going on screen, so I don't fucking know what their problem is. But the kicker here, and the reason for the video is that they put out the specs and everything and the performance for the Xbox Series S, which we all know is Xbox's next generation, quotation marks, console, their lower SKU console. And this thing runs this game at fucking the max. The only thing you can pick is 1080p 30. 1080p 30. Oh my fuck, it hurts my heart, man. Jesus Christ. In 2022, and next generation 1080p 30. And the even bigger kicker here is that the Xbox One X, the console came out in 2017, that console from 2017, that last gen console that they stopped producing, can hit 4K 30. Tell me why the fuck that is. Why do we have a last generation console that they don't even fucking make anymore running a game at a higher resolution and the same frame rate as a current gen console? Make it make sense to me. We're getting this whole thing here because the developer said some shit. You got people comment some shit like, oh, this thing wasn't made to be a 4K machine. Shut the fuck up. I just showed the clips where they were talking about 1440p up to 120 frames per second, next generation gaming, all that bullshit. And if that's not the case, if it's not a 4K machine, it wasn't made for 4K, like all you fucking fanboys want to say, then why the fuck is it 30 FPS? Why the hell is it running the exact same mode, the exact same way as the original Xbox One? You tell me that shit. I don't care what the excuse here. Yeah, there's gonna be blame here on Xbox's side. There's definitely blame here on fucking Focus Entertainment and Flying Wild Hog side. because they seem to be fucking their games up anyway. But there's something really underlining here, man. It is a big fucking problem, and it's something that's brought to light. It's not something you can look over, that a fucking last generation console is outperforming a, like I said, I'll do it again, quotation marks, you can't see them, next generation console. This is a fucking problem. Now, in an interview with the developers, they were asked, did the Xbox Series S hold back this game? And their reply was, no. Why would it? We're not forced to make the Series X look the same as the Series S, so we're not limited as developers. At the same time, the Series S is an excellent market product. I know a lot of people who use it. It is an all-in-one box for family entertainment. A great market product. It is a all-in-one box for family entertainment. What the fuck does that even mean? An all-in-one box for family entertainment. This shit does nothing more than a PS5 does, than a PS4 does, than an Xbox One S does. Actually, the Xbox One S is fucking more of a better box because it actually has a goddamn disc player in it. So he's sucking up a little too goddamn much right there. But he then went on to say that they could not get the Series S to run this game at a steady 60 FPS. So they opted to go for a 30 FPS mode at 1080p. Fucking unacceptable. Fucking embarrassing! Fucking embarrassing! That right there to me is admitting that the Xbox Series S is the fucking bottleneck, is the problem. You can spin all you want to. But if that's not the problem, how come last gen hardware this shit is running 4K 30, which is still trash. But even on the new consoles, it's still 1080p 60, 4K 30. That is unfucking acceptable in 2022 with this new generation of consoles. If you can get a game like, if Sony can get a game like God of War looking the way it does, or Horizon Zero Dawn looking graphically the way it does, and for that bitch to run to fucking 80, 90, 120 goddamn frames per second at 1440p, there is zero fucking reason that these third-party devs can't even get, try to get close to that. At least 1440 fucking P60 at the very minimum. But we should be getting at least with these new consoles, with this new power we're getting. 4K 60 should be a fucking standard. I'd rather have 1440 with higher frames, so that'd be 1440p, 90 frames, 120 frames. That's my sweet spot. But 1080p 60 in 2022, I feel like I'm playing fucking Xbox in 2012 or fucking 2010. It is fucking ridiculous. Fucking embarrassing! Fucking embarrassing! I'm getting pretty sick and goddamn tired. I'm buying this shit on fucking PC from now on. I'm playing Evil West now on a PC, and I was 1440p epic settings. I was getting about 90 frames per second. So even for PC, this thing still is not that well optimized. And I don't have a super powerful PC either. My GPU is probably on par with a PS5 and Xbox Series X. So it's very fucking confusing. I'm getting fucking tired of this treading, man. We saw it with Gotham Knights, we saw it with Playtime Requiem, and now I'm worried to goddamn death about Callisto Protocol. I plan on buying a game on a PS5 because it has a haptic feedback and a fucking trigger support. But if that's just running at fucking 1080p 60 or 4K 30, fucking PC it is for me. And that'll be the trend with me going forward for a lot of these games if they can't fucking utilize this shit, if they can't optimize their games correctly for the hardware for the fucking new consoles. I don't give a fuck about the Xbox Series S. That is a last gen console, and that has been proven. It's even less than a last gen console because, again, I'll say it again for the last time, a last generation console is performing better than a next gen console. Fucking embarrassing! Now, realistically here, who is there to blame? Do you blame the publisher? Do you blame the developer? Do you blame the maker of the hardware? I blame all fucking three. Xbox put out a shitty, lower SKU console they should have never fucking done, and it is definitely having an impact on the industry. At the same time, Focus Entertainment and the developer, they need to do a better goddamn job of optimizing these games for next generation. People are not going to fucking take it sitting down very long. Because I say this all the time, man, and it is 100% true. If you bought a PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series S, if you bought a next generation console, why did you buy that next generation console? Mainly because I would say, this is what I think, because you wanted better graphics and better performance. It has always fucking been about that, along with the launch titles and the exclusives. But anytime you bought new hardware in your life, you expected, first and foremost, off the rip, better visuals, better frame rates, better performance overall, a better fucking gaming experience, a forward gaming experience, a better experience than you had last generation. So imagine like if you were like me, right? I had the Xbox One X. I still have my Xbox One X. And what if I got rid of my Xbox One X and I want to stay in the Xbox ecosystem and I bought an Xbox One S and I find out that shit runs fucking better on my Xbox One X than my brand new fucking Xbox One S that I picked up from Walmart. Or I bought the Xbox One X and find out that this shit's running at fucking 1080p 60 or 4K 30. And it runs at 4K 30 on the Xbox One X I bought 5 fucking years ago! I'll say it again. Unacceptable from all three parties. Inexcusable from all three parties. Lazy as fuck from all three parties. And I realized that I said Xbox One S in that example. My bad. You know what the fuck I meant. I meant the Xbox Series S. It's not my fault that their fucking console names are so goddamn stupid! And for anybody here who wants to try to defend Xbox or try to say, it's not Xbox's fault, it's not a 4K machine, refer back to the first fucking clip in this video, to the intro, where I laid it all out. They advertise this thing as up to 120 frames, 1440p, 120 FPS, next-gen performance, next-gen fucking worlds, all that bullshit. 4K upscaling, she said twice. So don't try to undermine this shit. Don't try to defend this shit. Don't try to make this shit right. It's a fucking problem. The Xbox Series X is a garbage-ass console that should never been fucking released, and it is indeed holding shit back. They should never let them release a game at 1080p fucking 30 on the Xbox Series S, their next generation consoles, but Xbox don't give a fuck about you guys. Xbox don't care about performance. They just care that they're getting games on their console. But you know what? The Xbox fans are probably to blame, because it is apparent that you guys don't give a fuck about graphical standards. You guys don't give a fuck about frame rate standards. You guys have the most world's powerful console, but you guys are content with games like fucking Pentiment, Sea of Thieves, Grounded. The Xbox here goes, oh, our gamers don't give a fuck about graphics. Our gamers don't give a fuck about frame rates, performance. Even though we advertise this shit as the world's most powerful console and power your dreams. I blame you motherfuckers for shit like this happening on the Xbox console. Because it's a fucking parent. It's evident the Xbox isn't trying to make anything graphically demanding or pushing the fucking envelope. So maybe you guys need to take a look in the mirror and realize why the fuck this is even happening in the fucking first place. Something's gotta change, man. I don't know if that's on the Xbox side, if it's on the developer side, but it's becoming the trend again. Like I said, I think you're gonna see it a lot more often in the near future here. And that fucking sucks for gaming as a whole. That holds the whole industry back as a whole. Last thing is getting Evil West. $50 on Steam, you get it for $40 on CD Keys. It is $60 on the Xbox consoles and the PlayStation consoles. Honestly, like if you care at all about like my recommendation or what I think it's a hard wait for a sale. I mean, there's no rush to play this right now. You know, finish up God of War Ragnarok. If you, I don't know what else you're playing right now, but this game could definitely wait, man, on the back burner. I'd wait for this thing to go down to $20, $30. That'd be a good deal by then. But so far, I'm an hour and a half, 2 hours in, and it is pretty bland, man. And I tell you what, the combat here, going from God of War Ragnarok to this shit, it just feels abysmal, man. I felt like a instant depression set in. So you know what? I'm gonna go back to God of War and try to finish up all the side content, because I'm trying to get the platinum, but I fucking hate trophy hunting. But that game is so goddamn good that I think I'm gonna do it. Anyway, guys, what do you guys think in the comment section below? Let me know. Do you think this is acceptable? Do you think I'm tripping here? Do you think I'm being too hard on a certain party? Do you think this is a trend? What are your thoughts in the comment section below? I would love to hear that shit. Except for this time, guys, like, comment, subscribe, all that bullshit. Talk to you guys next time. Thanks.